Hello Stamper, welcome to French's video. Well, today it's a cute little stationery holder or a little notepad. It's not little because it's 5.5, 4.25. So you're gonna cut your sheet of paper to put in here. If you buy like a ream of paper, cut exactly in quarters. And you're just gonna slide them in. That is it. I'm gonna show you how to make the box. It's very simple and it is so darn cute. So let's get started. First thing that you're gonna need, it's a piece of cardstock, 9.5 by 8.5. 9.5 by 8.5. So a full sheet of paper. This is the only thing you're gonna cut off. That is it. So let's get started on the 8.5 on top. The 8.5 gonna be on top. Then I'm gonna take my wax paper. That makes it very easier to slide my stylus. Then we're gonna score at 1, score at 2, 6.5, 7.5. So again, it's 1, 2, 6.5, 7.5. Turn this around. So now you get the 9.5 on top. And then you're going to score at 1, 6.5, and 7.5. See how simple it is? On this side here, the only one that you skip, it's your 2. So it's 1, 6.5, 7.5. Now let's take this, and now I bet you're gonna guess what I'm gonna do. Yes, we're gonna reinforce, but before reinforcing, we're gonna cut. I want to make sure I got it on the right way here. We're gonna cut the on this side, so that was the 9.5. We're gonna cut all the way to the second score line, and when you cut like in your score, because you want to have the space to fold it. The first little square here, we're going to take this off completely. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And cut this little square completely off. Now let's go on the other side. We're going to cut those 2 score all the way to your second score here. And then over here, we're going to take this here, the rectangle here, we're going to take that off. And that I really want to put that straight because it's going to show. And this little square too off. And then here sometime I come and just take a little sliver so it fall easier. I just take where the size of the score, really, that's what I'm taking off. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So let's cut all this off. Not off, but to the second score line. And then we're going to take the little square and the rectangle there. Voila. And again here, I'm going to come here and just snip this a little bit. So it's just so you're going to see when you fold it, you want it that it's very flush. Now we're going to reinforce every score line. I'm going to get my bone folder here. And you want everything very reinforced. That's this little sliver that I took off there. And here it want to go a little bit. I want to make sure I'm going to take a little sliver. It's where you get your score line, you know. Here we go. Then let's do the other side. And again, Don't forget the little tab to everything. It's very important that everything it's reinforced very good. Then we're going to do this side. And over here. Now we're ready for assemble. What you're going to do, you're going to put glue on the tab here. What I'm going to do, and I want some on both sides. If I would have, here we go, I think this is going to work good here. If I put on my clear block, then I can put snail on both sides, and then I can, maybe it don't peel off as I want it. You know what, that's not the best ideas. Okay, now take those two flaps, put it, before though, on the side that it's very just 1 inch there, not the side that you get the big flap. Over here, before we glue it, we're going to take the 1 1/4 inch circle and try to center that and punch this. And you're going to see why we've done that in a minute. Now put your flap here. Make sure it's all the way straight. And this too. See, I just keep that up. I'm going to glue this side first. And then I'm going to bring this one. You want to match your corner very good. See? Then fold this down. This is what's going to reinforce it. So that's why you don't need no sticky strip on this, because it's really reinforced good. Now we're going to put the snail on this. I'm just going to do on one side, and I'm sure it's going to be plenty. Okay, let's put this. I'm going to always do the back first, the one with the big flap. It's harder to do, so then if you do it first, it's easier. Make sure the corner are flush there. Push your little tab in. Voila. Now you're going to take snail and put it on the inside of those flaps. And push this down. See your box, it's done. And again, I want to make sure your side it's flush. This one, that's where I say, you know, where you get your score line, you want to take that little sliver off. I'll come back here. It's just, see, you want to shave it a tiny little bit. Here we go. Now push this. Perfect. See how neat it is on the side? It don't even show. Now you're going to take a piece of DSP, a strip 1 3/4 by your 12. Put it on top here, and then I'm going to reinforce right there and right there. Then I know this is my top. I'm going to do this. Make sure it's straight. Really reinforce that. If you reinforce this good, it's going to look very, like it's very on top of it. It fit perfect. That fit very good. Then I'm going to go on the side, mark it. I tried to measure and score, and didn't have that much luck. So this way it's perfect, because sometimes, you know, your paper it's thicker, or then put that straight. Reinforce, and this looked like I ripped the paper. It's not, it's just the way my DSP was. Now I'm going to put snail all the way in the back like this. Put this on top. Oh, don't tell me. Here we go. I want to make sure it's straight. Here we go. Then you're going to put your hand under there and really rub it. Go around. And then the other side. So I went off a bit here. Here we go. Here I went off a bit. I'm going to fix that, but voila. See, this one was very good. And then you put your ribbon, and it is done. How simple it is. Then look, it fit perfect. This is it for the little stationery box. Hope you enjoy it. Till next time, happy stamping.